I would like to say something to the young lady with the health cost recently. I spent half of my life in Europe working for DuPont. I was insured through the German healthcare system. Half of my adult life, 25 years each, I spent in this country together with my wife as a small business owner. We provided, we had a small company with about 10 employees. We provided health care and a pension plan for our employees. We went through all the headaches with the American insurance system, raising the premium every year to the point that it was just unaffordable. If we want to stay competitive, we were exporting American products. If we want to stay competitive, we just couldn't pay the premiums anymore for our employees. And the question I have to our politicians is, why is nobody explaining how bad the situation really is and how good it is in Europe? What your example is
to in Europe? Shut up, you're ignorant fool!
Quiet.
Shut up, you ignorant fool!
That example is typical. As long as an insurance company pays within reason, relatively small amount, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, you are fine. But if you get cancer or another serious illness, this is what the people in this country don't know. They are not covered, even though they have health insurance, because they will kick out. They will find a reason to kick you out. In Europe, nobody, not Europe, let's talk about my home country, Germany. Nobody needs to worry when they get sick. They have first-class health care. And another myth in this country is we get told we have absolutely the best healthcare system in the world. I tell you one thing, my home country, for example, in cancer treatment is leading the world, and Americans who can afford it and who have the money fly over, particularly the Hollywood crowd, to get treatment in my country. This is what I want you all to know.
Okay, thank you.
We don't need the rude comment.
Let me respond to that in two ways. I thought you made very fair points. The first is that I think your first question was the reason why it's not being discussed more. I think one of the reasons that it's not being discussed more is that the single-payer model that most of Europe uses has never really been politically realistic in this cycle. Because every single presidential candidate, from John McCain to Hillary Clinton to President now Obama, stood up and they all said the same thing. If you like the health care coverage you have, you will get to keep it. And the step to threaten people's existing health care coverage just never seemed realistic. And so I think that's why that discussion hasn't taken place. The other point I'd like to respond to is your point about how this makes American businesses uncompetitive, because we see it all the time. In Europe, in Japan, in countries that compete with us, the healthcare system is run by the government, and it is paid for, by and large, through the tax system. It provides a great measure of security to people to know that they don't have to cope with it, that it's there for them. But the other thing that it does is that it takes the price of the healthcare system out of the export products that they make. So a BMW or a Volvo from Sweden or a Lexus from Japan, the company itself doesn't have a big healthcare expense that has to recover from the cost of the product. It's not in the price. And because it's in the taxes, those products leave those value-added tax countries without any tax payment. But if you pay your taxes there, not at the corporate level, but the point of sale.
Be quiet.
I think this actually bears on healthcare, and really, it's pretty polite to let people finish. So there's a very important advantage to getting the healthcare reform done from a, one question. There's a very important competitive advantage to getting the healthcare system solved, even apart from the healthcare value. Yes, ma'am.